You're watching the Corona Open. J-Bay, new heat getting started. Watching Joan Duru getting a quick start against Conor Coffin and Owen Wright. A classic right-hander still building with momentum. Joan Duru decides to grab that rail, pulls in for a quick look at the barrel. Swinging back for the pocket. Wave building with size and a bigger cavern to pull into. Completely gone. Back in the pit, he comes out. Nice backhand hack. Duru drills it out front again. Bonus section to pull in. And just running out of room.
Really giving it to him, but a beautiful opening right there from Owen Wright. Joan Duru a little bit more aggressive. Comes off the bottom. Nice little snap, just setting it up, waiting for it. Sees the barrel, slows himself down. Nice little cover up there, didn't quite disappear.
Those bricks starting to pop up. Another talented goofy at J-Bay. Longtime competitor here, Owen Wright, still inside the top 10. Perfect re-entry. Right on the money. Starting to build in size. It's coming wide open. He'll stay out in front for maneuvers. Big re-entry out in front. And that one will just run through that racetrack section. He'll step off.
Right, looking in tip-top shape as well. Nice opening maneuver there from O-Dog, and you can see just the low center of gravity. It's nice and low. And look at that turn right there. Beautiful maneuver. And again, just mixing it up on the backhand. Jams on the brakes, looking for a little bit of a cover-up. And again, through the lips, mixing it up. Nice variety from Owen Wright. He finishes.
And now back to live action. Owen Wright moving quickly in transition. Already backing up his first score of a 5.67. That one's going to stop short, and he'll get out of there.
Also take inspiration from his sister Tyler, who's multiple world champion. Here we go.
Waves on the way. Conor Coffin patient for his first ride here at Jeffreys Bay to kick off the opening round. Big wind up for that top turn wrap. One of the best styles in the game, especially at this right-hander. Into a third section to work with. Layback power jam. Already picked as one of Joel Parkinson's favorites to watch here on the wall at Jeffreys. Hacks it again out front, pulling right into the tube. Quick barrel there. All season as a rookie, he looks absolutely deadly. What makes Joan so lethal here at Jeffreys Bay?
Well, let's talk about this guy, how lethal he is first, and then we'll get back to Duru. But I love Conor's. I'm with Joel. I absolutely love his style of surfing. It's just so old school, but you know he still fits into that new school category as well. Beautiful snapping maneuver. I like his flow. I like the way he approaches it. Just his timing with everything. It doesn't seem like he's rushed. It seems like he's got all the time in the world to produce the maneuvers. And why? Because he's picking the right waves, Joe. Sneaks out of the tube, tries to get around that section and just gets clipped. So unfortunate there, to a good wave to kick it off. He's going to be right in the mix. Duru. What makes this kid deadly is just his confidence. I mean, he does some radical stuff. The foam climb floaters, those big airdrops that he does. You know, growing up in the southwest of France, honing your skills at a place like Hossegor, you really get used to the power, you know, just getting smashed around, and that's another thing he's not scared of. He's really good in the tube. He's amazing in those heavy water waves, and that's what makes him so dangerous.
And he was just a wild card, but he was #1. So then it made sense where he has to be at the next event. He won a world title that year. As we watch Owen live. Clean snap off the top, projecting down the line, but he'll fall out of the roof. So incomplete, stays in second, still chasing a 7.36.
Different kind of sensibility, a different understanding of the power curve of the wave.
Great to see that, and thanks for the insight. Sean Thompson will now watch this with us. Owen Wright jamming down the line. Ton of speed, big windup. Carving his way through aggressively. Transitions off the lip again and into another big hack off the roof. Belting it shut. Moving so quickly between his points. That smaller inside section, but I love that lively, exciting approach from Owen Wright.
Yeah, well, he needs a good score on the board. Duru with a 7, as well as Conor up into that 7+ range, but this is definitely better for Owen. More attack mode, more aggression. You know, flying a lot faster as well. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Owen. He's looking sharp. Just rattling off turn after turn. That's what you got to do here. No downtime whatsoever. Just straight into the next turn. and finishes strong. So Owen Wright looking good. 5.67, needs to back it up with a solid wave.
Seeing Conor's approach, Potts, he's not afraid to sit and wait for the best waves of the heat.
We know that by him. He's very, very patient, that's for sure.
Now in position again down the line is Owen Wright, moving quickly again, fighting for the lead. Carving all the way into the pocket. Wave bottoms out, and he's got a kick out of there with 19 minutes to go.
Yourself back out of the lineup, get in that rotation, get yourself that #1 priority and wait for a big set wave. I think that's what it's going to take for Owen to win this. I think sitting off down the end here, I mean, he's building momentum, he's building rhythm, he's surfing incredibly well, but I think the wave itself is letting him down. See how sharp he is from turn to turn, but just not finding that big open face wave that I think is going to suit him down to a T. 6.13, great score, but it's going to be a backup. It's going to need to be a backup.
It is a beautiful Monday afternoon here at Jeffreys Bay as we catch up to the fiery backhand attack of Joan Duru, representing France on the top 34. Filling in the gaps well, from carves to snaps, and just racetracking this inside section that's getting nice and hollow. It's one of those goofy foots that can get very low and keep his speed intact. Made great adjustments, not just at J Bay, but was solid at Tahiti. Great in the barrel of pipe as well. What'd you like out of this one, Potts?
Well, I think it's not. I don't think it's going to go into his top 2. Put it that way. He's got a solid score of a 6.03. So he needed to finish this off. You know, maybe go around that section, come around and just belt it a couple more times. I think would have been a better option.
It was great out here. I thought Tom Carroll on his backside was fantastic as well. I mean, I think those are the two backsiders, the two best backsiders I've seen out there. And out the back, we have someone flying down the line there, looking like Conor with that familiar mid-face arc. He's just got that beautiful, clean arc off the mid-face. Driving down the line, kind of a little bit confused as to what he should be doing. Should he be driving? Goes for the big arc again. I love the way that he's so patient on that, and then wow, those are the danger maneuvers. That's the leg breaker, the ankle breaker right there, that free fall floater on the end section. You guys know how much
you
I hate
love
that
that
maneuver.
Sean. You love that maneuver.
It's pretty tough. You hold your breath with them as they free fall into that flat water. We'll take another look at Conor's approach from out the back. What do you think, Pod? So you're agreeing with Sean here on his approach, kind of thinking through his turns.
Yeah, well, Sean hit the nail on the head. Very patient. You know, I think you've got to be that here at Jeffreys Bay. As soon as you start forcing the issue, then you're mistiming everything. There's Conor just waiting for the wave to produce the section. Now he goes to town. Big carving maneuver. Another nice little snap, and then gets the 2-for-1 through the inside there. Critical drop right there, right over that shallow section. And finishes nicely. So Conor's going to back up that 7.77. Now, he wasn't looking for much, Joe.
The afternoon should start to pulse with maybe even a better direction of the swell than we had this morning. Owen Wright up now. A little jam off the top to get this one going. Carving back into the pocket. Jams it off the lip. Nice motion down the beach here. Clean style, blows the tail out just a little bit too much. And that'll cost him.
Started unleashing the turn, started to find the groove, and then just blew the tail out. Kind of lost the fins a little bit. Nice opening maneuver. I like the way he just plants his feet and he doesn't really move them, does he? I mean, that back foot is right back on that pad. Another turn there, just setting it up, and I love the approach here from Owen. Nice, clean, smooth. Blows the tail out and just goes down. Unfortunate for Owen Wright.
To do it. That's kind of heavy. Owen Wright now working his way down the line. That front foot slipped off on the rail, but he recovers. Already threw a few more top turns. Frames it up vertically. And we'll get out of there. Owen Wright was clearly frustrated when he was knocked out early at Uluwatu. What are his chances this year as we look at his last wave?
Well, I mean, his chances are good. I mean, he's surfing incredible. But what I'd like to see from Owen, if you look at his work ethic, I mean, he is doing 100 turns per wave here. And I think what it's doing is it's taking a little bit of shine off each maneuver.
Younger brother, Mikey Wright, staying focused and fired up. And still has the coolest haircut on the top 34 with that mullet just flying free.
Multiple waves, though, so Conor's going to get a shot as well.
Rolling in is Joan Duru. A lot of speed, jams it hard through the lip. Patient, Off the bottom, late hit off the top, but recovers with some power. Glassy open face as he sets up that fading cutback. Hacks it off that lip line. Little backhand jam to get his flow and rhythm. A big punch out to finish.
To improve on the 6.4, Joe.
Also Duru, this was what started off that last exchange.
Yeah, well, we knew the set was coming through. We knew each surfer was going to get an opportunity. A bit of downtime right there from Duru. Maybe mistimed that turn, so I'm not really seeing too much right now. Another nice turn there from Duru, and now he unloads a big turn to finish off. So kind of funky through the mid part of that wave and then finish really strong. I think advantage to Conor.
Next wave, a solid one for Conor Coffin to answer. Oh, big down car for the Californian. High lines the next section. Layback speed line off the lip. There's that layback jam that he loved.
I mean, that was sheer ability right there. Conor, you can look at him, he's just taking his time. Each maneuver making sense, fitting in nicely. Waiting for the wave to stand up. Here we go. Now he starts to drive off those fins. That was beautiful from Conor. Up and around the section again, waiting for the wave to stand up. Now he unloads another turn, kind of cut that one short. Why? Because he's looking for that finish right there. So Conor.
Proud to finish. Owen getting in the picture now. Under the lip hook, deep in the barrel. Owen trying to get the completion, and that one's going to breathe on him.
Oh, how did he
Still
get out of
punching
that?
free out of the low road. Unbelievable exit there for Owen Wright. Looked like that thing had knocked him out. He somehow hung up.
I don't know. I think everyone's going to better their situation, but I think Owen, let's have a look at this. It's a frothy wave, so difficult to surf the first part of it. Now it starts to clean up. Drives into the tube. Right there, kind of gets caught. And how on earth does he come out of that? Score, but not to be, Joe.
So not enough at the end of that heat for Owen Wright. Joan Duru gets knocked to second with Conor Coffin finishing strong.